What up? It's Gray Rizzy. We out here moving in these streets, middays and all that on Hip Hop Nation. And I don't even know how to introduce this guy, man. I mean, I would say he's family, which he is. I wouldn't be lying about that. I would say he's super talented, which I wouldn't be lying about that. But I think I got a new adjective for you. Thespian. I got to describe you in that sense now. Shout out to my brother, Oswin Benjamin, in the building. What's up, man?
Wow. Yo, I'm changing my whole bio, dog. Top of everything it's going to be thespian for sure.
Thespian. You got to do it.
Yeah,
Shakespeare in the Park next summer. It's coming, 2021. We got you.
Shed it.
Look, man, I'm feeling good considering that I haven't had the chance to see you in, this is not live. This is like Memorex right now. We haven't had the chance to really connect in a minute, but all things considered, 2020 it's been weird as hell, but I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing phenomenal, son. Like, marriage life is amazing, son. Like, it's a lot of album coming soon, you know what I'm saying? It's I gotta put you on. We got a surprise happening on Friday along with the movie. It's a lot. I'm in good spirits, B, and I'm talking to family, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And let's be clear about the platform that we're on. Here at Hip Hop Nation, I have a family of probably, 9-10 million plus just hanging out with us right now. Just a little slight recommendation on what you're working with right now. But here, this is what we need to get to. Because on top of the music, on top of the personal life, on top of everything, and the reason why I'm calling you a thespian is because you have a movie that is out. You're part of that, the 40-year-old version, man. Talk to me about this. Like you have a role that is similar in the sense of what you have been doing in your career with music. But tell me a little bit about this movie.
So, without giving too much away for the ones that haven't seen it already, just the main takeaway from the film, you know what I mean? It's a playwright who's down on her luck at the very young age of 40, and it's that tug that we feel as creatives or even people outside of the creative world to want to do something that tends to have a age limit or barrier on it. And it's pushing through that to really do what you love to do and understanding that your purpose and your passion will have an expiration date on it, man. And I happen to be playing a producer in the film, and it's dope. And it's a pretty main role, dog.
There's parts of the movie where I automatically connected with it, especially when Rada, who was the main character, she's also, I believe, she made her directorial debut on this as well.
Blank acted, directed, and wrote this whole film, dog.
Wow.
She's different, bro. Shout out to Rada Blank, man.
Shout out to Rada Blank. And the fact, like I said, I connected with it right away. She had me from the moment she got on that bus and all the and I don't want to give over way too much, but if you live in New York City and you are in a rush, you are up against time, and that bus has to pull over because of, in fact, you just got to see the movie. You got to see the movie. Look, I want to get to some music real quick. Shout out to the bus driver, my man, Styles P, your brother as well. Let's get over it. You know what? I'm going to play some locks real quick. Something off of Living Off Experience that just dropped. We're going to be back. My brother Oswin Benjamin is in the building. It's Gray Rizzy. We out here, Hip Hop Nation. Gray Rizzy, we out here right now. Hip Hop Nation, what's going on? Oswin Benjamin is up here with us. He is an actor. He is a artist. He is a thespian. That's the word, key word for today.
That's me. I'm the thespian in the flesh.
The 40-year-old virgin is out right now. 40-year-old version. And why do you think she chose that name? That there's a couple of things where you see semblance. You know what I'm saying? 40-year-old version for this in particular. Her name, Rodimus Prime, which is really dope. At first I thought Juice because of Rodimez, but Rodimus Prime Transformers.
Dog, I didn't even know. I had an interview with her. There was really a Rodimus Prime in Transformers, dog. I thought she just made that name and put it together. My ignorance with, cartoons. But, dog, that's really a character in the joint. It's like, yo, it's one of them things that, like, it's too perfect. This got to be my name, dog.
Did you ever see the cartoon? It was a movie. It was a full Transformers movie. I think the joint's like 2 hours long or something like that.
All the Transformer joints, and I couldn't remember Rodimus Prime. So I'm thinking that's from the cartoons from like back in the joint.
It was, in fact, I feel like I'm dating myself, so I'm a backpedal away from this conversation just a little bit.
For you, I did. I'm thinking about it. I did see it. It was a cartoon from back in the day. We the same age, Gray Rizzy.
His name originally was Hot Rod, and then he turned into Rodimus Prime, man. Yo, who did you play, or at least who did you pull from when it comes to just experiences to be the character that you are, D? This producer who seems to be real like stoic and like testing her in all kind of different ways. Was there any one producer that you worked with that you kind of like, yeah, this the guy, this one I'm gonna pull from right here?
Mainly, it was two people. It was a producer who was pretty much family, and then my actual cousin. So D is he's a regular Brooklyn dude, man. Like like most of my family is in Brooklyn, and they have certain mannerisms, real standoffish. But if they're in agreement with what you're doing to the level that you're doing it to, they'll give you a little bit like, nah, he dope. Nah, he cool. But it's never too much. Very guarded individual. So I pulled from my cousin Leon, Brooklyn, and that's how he acts with everything. And then of course, like Rod, the producer, between working with him on the last album and then just being in the studio with him work, I had to go back and replay in the mental Rolodex all of the times we were in studio sessions together. His mannerisms, how he would press certain buttons, how he would turn certain things up and down. Because I'm just like, all of the producers and engineers that I do know they're gonna be watching this, and they're gonna be able to pick up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that looks funny. You know what I mean? So I really had to handle those two specifically to really try to like, all right, cool. Let me really nail this. And then just the reality, bro, of recording, being in the studio with people that's really good, and people being in the studio with people that aren't as talented or aren't as good, or may not even be my style. Being able to go back to those moments, just like, yo, this dude is trash. Or like or that thing of like, yo, nah, son is nice, or oh nah, son, like this girl is really dope. Let me listen now. You got my attention. So even pulling from those experiences too, like it all helped, you know what I'm saying, really bring this character to life for real.
How did this opportunity even come about? Because I remember you telling me about this, and you know, with Lena Waithe, and how that all, you know, you meeting her. But I remember it went from meeting her, and then it was like G14 classified information, and the next thing, yo, you know, I'm on IMDb. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shoot, you know, this happened. So how did that whole thing happen?
So shout out to Kelly Jackson, my manager over Deliver Entertainment. She got a call, and in this call, it was from Guy. Guy is a music supervisor for the film, amazing individual, close friend too. So he called Kelly and was like, "Yo, there's a film opportunity coming up. You think Oswin would be interested in doing it?" Kelly sent the information to me, and I went and auditioned. Before I auditioned, bro, I almost didn't go, just how nerve-wracking it was. So like, I wasn't, yeah, bro, like somebody tell you like, yo, you got a main part in the movie, you never acted before, what you gonna do? You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm with it. It's like, it was nerve-wracking, it was scary, and I almost didn't do it. And I remember talking to Kelly, and she was just like, yo, bro, at least audition. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you get it. But don't not show up. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I listened to it, because after the audition and everything, like everything took off after that. But that's how everything happened.
That's really dope, bro. And I'm glad you listened to Kelly. Shout out to the big homie. We all gotta listen to Kelly Outchea, for real, for real. Yo, we gonna get to some music real quick, man. Oswin Benjamin, he's in the building. Don't even think about going anywhere. Don't play yourself, all right? It's Gray Rizzy. We out here on Hip Hop Nation. Cheer. Gray Rizzy, we out here right now on Hip Hop Nation. I got my brother Oswin Benjamin, the thespian, in the building. I tried to make it rhyme because, you know, I figure you in the studio now. Let me make it sound good.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even, you know what? I just got to put up our random, like, you know, freestyle sessions that we used to do in offices and stuff. And I think that kind of keeps all of it, at least in my head, it keeps you grounded. You know what I'm saying? You've been seeing a lot of different success, and I'm sure people measure success in different ways, man. But how did you know, you kind of pushing through your own personal career? How did that tend to lend to this experience on the movie side?
Uh, I think at the end of it, and I pray to God this don't come off cliche, but especially after having that talk with Kelly, it's kind of like I like when I decide like, all right, cool, I'm I'm gonna just chill, be a family guy. You know what I mean? I want to do so much with my life, bro, that whenever I have kids, they could look and be like, yo, nah, like there's nothing we can't do. Pops did all of this without a college degree, without, you know what I'm saying, with people telling him he couldn't do it. Like he really went after this and figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my wife to look at me like that. I want my peers to look at me like that. Like, yo, if he could do this, we could get it done too in anything. Like, all right, cool. Like I never acted before. Yo, try it out for work to work. Before like we was rapping in front of people that had a name, before the legends we grew up with. Like we started from this same room. You know what I'm saying? Like, and constant work and constant belief, a lot of doubt too. Like really the whole human experience went into every aspect of my career, dog. And I don't want that. That's really what I want, bro. I don't want nobody to look at me like, yo, he wasted his time while he was here.
Oh, you're definitely not doing that, man. I mean, in looking at the movie, and thank you to the good folks over there at Netflix for allowing me to see it a little bit earlier than everybody else. But I know it's in theaters. I know that people will be able to see it on Netflix soon. And you also have some music that will be dropping soon as well. Do we have a date for that?
Yeah, I mean, so we got a whole album, man. I'm going into to mastering soon.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I know the second single off of the album is released on Friday. It's called Black and Blue. I can't wait for you to hear that, Jank. Um,
Yeah.
as far as the date, I got a date yet, but I'm gonna hit you with the name and all of that. Cause I know we're gonna be interviewing again. The closer we get to the date after we set it, is the more I like to talk to you more about it, dog.
Copy. Let me get focused for a second. Is there a soundtrack for 40-year-old version?
There is a soundtrack, from what I understand. I don't
Okay. Is
speak too much.
Oswin Benjamin on the soundtrack?
No, I don't want to I don't want to speak too much on that. Out, we all going know what time it is, man.
All right. Well, you know, I figured let me go ahead and just, you know, pry a little bit, but it's all good, man. The main thing is that the movie is out there right now, the 40-year-old version. Shout out to Rada Blank, man. She is so freaking dope. Shout out to Young and May too. She was on there doing her community thespian, doing her one too.
That thespian thing.
Yeah,
Feel me?
man. Well, look, I want everybody, you know, to make sure that they follow you, bro. And what's the best way? I want all, you know, I don't know if there's a OnlyFans for, you know, dreads and stuff like with locks and all that, but definitely Instagram, Twitter, all that.
You might be on the show.
I'm on. Yo, look, I've been looking at stuff, not personally for me. I just want to make sure that it was purely for research. But I did not know there was all these different types of fetishes. But you know, that's another story for another day. How about you? How can everybody stay tapped in with you?
You could Oswin Benjamin on everything, mostly on Instagram. OSWINBENJAMIN. That's on Black Planet. You know what I'm saying? Skonex, MySpace. You know what I'm saying? All that. Oswin Benjamin on everything.
Make sure you tap in with him, man. If you missed any part of this interview, tap in with us on demand, SiriusXM.com/on-demand. Or better yet, download that SiriusXM app. Get it on your iPhone, on your Android. Go to Hip Hop Nation, search Oswin Benjamin, the thespian. Gray Rizzy, you'll be able to listen to it on your time on demand. Go out there and see the movie. 40-year-old version is out there right now. Shout out to Ryder Blank and to all of our listeners. Appreciate you listening. Don't go anywhere, though, because this hip-hop ain't going nowhere. 24/7, 365. We got you. It's Hip Hop Nation. Cheer.